Hi there everyone, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and welcome to another demonstration using our brand new sprays again today. I've got my Bob Long gel press and I've got a number of different acrylic sprays that I'm going to use as a base on my gel press, and then I'm going to spritz with the Mysticals after. So let's get started. I've got Sun Yellow here. And I've got chartreuse. We've got a little bit of teal. And we've got periwinkle. And lastly, we've got cranberry red. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to that, just to give it a bit of movement. It depends on how strong you want the colours. These are quite thick, the colours, so that's why I add a little bit of water afterwards. I'm going to pop some watercolour card over the top now and just give that a smooth down. And let's see what we've got. Just look at those colours, aren't they fabulous? I'm just going to dry this off. And now I'm going to add some of our mystical sprays. I've got some amber green, so let's pop a little bit of that down. And we've got some purple orchid. And while it's still wet, I'm going to just grab my fan brush and just put a little bit of water over the top. And that just gives it some nice texture and movement. Gives it kind of like a bit of a dappled look. Just going to gather any of that excess up. And you can see that mica doing its job now. Kind of just really just gathers. It looks very sort of organic. I'm going to dry that off now. Okay, let's just trim that down. And you can see now that's dry, that lovely mica pulling through. And now I'm going to use one of our older stamps actually. So we've got Secret Door. And I'm going to ink that up in the Nocturne. And then let's pop that down in the middle there. Now I've purposely kept that centre. When I was spraying initially, if you've got the composition in mind, then think about where your focal point is and try to keep it a little bit lighter. And there it is. I'm going to just grab a couple of our pound stamps and I'm just going to create sort of some foliage around the doorway there. So we've got Warm Breeze. work around the doorway. Got some glamorous here as well, so I'm going to just ink up some leaves, and I'm just going to start popping some at the top there as well. And then inking up the twilight. It's a little bit darker now. Just want to create a little bit of depth down at the bottom here. And now we've got, what's this one called? This is Rainforest. So I've got one of my little hanging stamps here. I'm going to just pop a few of those about. So your eyes pulled into that centre there. And now I'm going to use some of our Van Gogh pencils. These are pastel pencils. And this is just simply to pull out the doorway. And equally you can just go around the edge of the doorway just to create a little bit of depth. I'm going to go a little bit darker again. And you can see just by highlighting and adding a little bit of depth how it just suddenly starts to 3D. I'm going to go back to the lighter colour, just add a little bit more. I've got my jelly roll pen here. I'm going to go with the sparkly one. This is just a clear sparkle. And I'm just going to add a little bit of detail. Just around the edge. You've got the lines there to follow, so just take your pen all the way around. I don't know whether you can see that, but I think it looks really well. Just highlights. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Posca and I'm just going to dot a few little magic orbs around that doorway. And then I'm going to finish off with some glitter. So we've got our stickles here. And just start dragging that down. And a little bit down at the bottom here as well. And there it is. So I'll just let that dry now, and we're good to mount that onto a card. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's demonstration. I hope it's given you some ideas on what you can do with the sprays. So thank you for joining me. You take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.